Hey, I'm Tony. I'm with Verona Valley Studios.
Hello, welcome to the Music Mirror. I'm your host, Tisha Emberton, and with me is Tony Grissom from Verona Valley Studios. How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Do you want to tell us about Verona Valley Studios and how you got started?
Yeah. Verona Valley Studios is a studio that I started a long time ago. Ultimately, I started out as an independent engineer and kind of needed a place to go to that, not only for my own instruments and recording everything, but recording my friends, things like that. And basically, it evolved into what it is today. It's a place where people can come, feel comfortable, and do what they have to do. So.
Okay, and tell us more about your side of being a musician and how it has made you creatively intelligent about being there for bands that might want to come to you for their studio recording needs.
I think the biggest thing, you wouldn't go to someone to fix your car if they weren't a mechanic, So them by themselves have to probably drive a car and be familiar with them. So I kind of do this. I kind of take the same approach whenever I have the studio or am in the studio. I play drums, I play guitar, bass, several other instruments, and it's important for me to be able to relate to that instrument and know, what it does, what it sounds like, when it's played a certain way or fretted a certain way or anything like that. How it would sound in that particular moment or instance. So. I'll take that knowledge where I've used in the past, or maybe played an instrument or something like that, and be able to take that knowledge and apply the recording techniques to it to get the best kind of sound. And plus, it's relaxing for other artists to know that someone does know how to tune a drum, does know how to tune guitars, and all that stuff like that. So we have all that stuff prepared before the artist even comes in.
Can you tell me more about the recording equipment? What will the artist expect as far as the sound quality?
Well, to me, and really, it's not necessarily what I would say. Obviously, for me, I'd say it's great, but it's really what everybody else says when they come in here. I've recorded upwards of 30 songs with one band in particular, White Noise. They keep coming back, and several other artists we've had. Just last week, I had someone from a band from Nashville, that are based out of Nashville, come down here, and and the best part about this place is that there's no studios down here. I wanted to come back to where my roots are and start a studio for all the songwriters and instrumentalists and people that are around here. So what they can expect when they come in is they can expect somewhere where they can be comfortable. They have somewhere where the sound quality is obviously something that's going to be on a high scale. I've dedicated a huge portion of my life as well as my finances to where they can get in here and be confident that it's going to sound great.
Can you tell us where you're located at?
Yeah, we're in McMinnville, Tennessee, which is Warren County. You can come down and have fun with us. You can go to our website, which is veronavalleystudios.com. You can also find me on Facebook. Just type in Verona Valley Studios and search bar, and it should pop up.
Okay, and something else that I need to tell you all out there is we are doing a singer-songwriter contest at Topz Frozen Yogurt Cafe. That's 104 West Main Street in McMinnville, Tennessee. You can come on down September the 22nd at 6 p.m. Sign-ups are at 5:30. And my friend Tony Grissom here with Verona Valley Studios has an important message to say about what we're going to be giving away that night.
Since I just started the studio down here, we moved down here specifically to be able to make contact with artists and let people know that we exist so that they have somewhere to come. So the reason I'm here in the first place is for artists, and I needed to be able to get somewhere, and that's why I'm glad I know Tisha, to be able to get down here and advertise and let people know that we are here. What I'm looking for is singing and songwriting ability. I've been a part of the music scene for a long time, as well as selling songs and writing songs for artists across different genres, and being relatively successful at that. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for someone who can get across on the radio if they want to. If they want to be an artist themselves, even if they're not necessarily selling a song, I want to be able to get that talent in here and show them what they can do and show the world what they can do.
Very good, Tony. Now tell us more about your band, As Yourself.
Yeah, I'm an As Yourself. I'm the guitarist in As Yourself. I also do backup vocals. It's comprised of 5 people, but 4 of my best friends in the world. And I'm really lucky to be in a band like this and be able to do what we do every weekend. So it's great.
Tell me about the members of As Yourself.
Well, it's comprised of me. I play guitar, do a lot of lead stuff and backup vocals. Jacob Roper is our vocalist. He also plays guitar occasionally, like in acoustics and things like that. Also, our drummer, his name's Ty Downing. You can check him out on Risen Drums website. He is an endorsed artist by Risen Drums. Also, our bassist, Cody Smith. He's a fantastic dude, and I love having him in here. And our guitarist, who's our rhythm guitarist, Craig Hollis.
Very nice. And where is your band originated?
Well, we're kind of centered out of a lot of different places. Middle Tennessee is what we like to call it, just because, me and a couple of the guys are from here, and we also have our roots in Murfreesboro, so I mean, we just call it Middle Tennessee.
Okay. And how long have you been writing songs, Tony? Where did it all begin?
Oh, it all began when I was like 6 years old. I mean, everybody has the whole pots and pans banging on pots and pans story, but for me, it started when I was about 6 years old. I actually got a little, I wouldn't really call it a toy kit. It'd be my first real drum set, that my mom got me out of a magazine. And I was playing drums for, almost 20 years, learning other instruments in the process. And I played in a band called Steady Fall for a long time. Whenever that band had kind of dissipated a little bit, I'd gotten to touring with other artists, country artists and things. And then getting to where, being in session, being around session players and stuff all the time, you start learning where the money comes from. And a lot of that is songwriting. So I began songwriting, even though I was songwriting at a younger age for original bands and stuff like that, and for the original bands that I was in. I started writing music mainly to be able to sell it. So a lot of other artists that I've sold to have really liked what I've done, and they keep coming back. So.
And that's how you met Jacob, is that right?
Well, I met Jacob in the music scene. Yes, I was in another band with one of my best friends at the time. And he's still actually one of my best friends now, Sam Barnes, and. Whenever we had met, we were in another band, and he knew Jacob. I didn't really know him that much. We met that way and basically kind of hit it off, and then we eventually started writing music together, and that's where it progressed into the whole Steady Fall thing. So.
Very nice. And you have a music video coming up, I've heard?
Yes, on the 26th of this month, September, we are going to, my band As Yourself is going to the VFW, and what we are doing is we're doing a music video because we have an album that's going to be released October 23rd. It's fantastic. We've been working our butts off on it, and the best part about it is that you guys out there get to be a part of the video if you want to be. We're going to be at the VFW on the 26th of this month, which is September. You can find out the details on our website, which is Facebook and things like that. You just search As Yourself. And if the attendees that do come, they get a free copy of our next album. So we're going to give it to them for free, and we're going to give it to them earlier than what will be released on iTunes and Amazon MP3, Spotify, and all iHeartRadio and all that stuff like that. Tell
us more about your current single that y'all have out there.
Right, the single we have right now is called "Rise of the Flatline." It's like our staple of our CD. It kind of defines our sound and what it is that the sound that we've been chasing for several years. And I referenced before that this is the best band I've ever been in, and it's more than just because the guys are so great. It's because our music and our cohesiveness is fantastic. And Rise of the Flatline is a good staple of how it is that the rest of the record's going to sound. We're very diverse, we're dynamic, but we're hard rock, so I mean it's one of them things where it kind of says everything that you'll hear on the album, anywhere from something that's slower dynamic to heavy in your face. So.
Tony, tell us more about where we can go and listen to Rise of the Flatline.
Rise of the Flatline is our new single that's going to be coming up off our self-titled album. It's going to be released on October 23rd. Rise of the Flatline is the single off of that album. You could find it on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff like that. And depending upon when you see this video, you can see it on iTunes and preview the rest of our songs, as well as Amazon MP3, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, all that good stuff. So yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think. It's pretty much everything that defines us as a band.
Okay. Also, be there September 22nd. Verona Valley Studios will be representing at Topz Frozen Yogurt Cafe in McMinnville, Tennessee. That's September the 22nd at 6 p.m. and sign-ups are at 5:30. And if you would like to get in touch with me, I'm your host, Tisha Emberton. I'm going to be your host that night. You can also call me Poet of the Angels if you wish. You can give me a call at 931-314-0152. Or you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Poet of the Angels. This is Tony Grissom with Verona Valley Studios signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.